6:15 or 6:18. And I've been home probably about an hour. I went to go see this apartment that I was thinking about moving in. Not sure if I could really afford it, but I like the area. It don't look like it's a whole lot of kids out that way. I'm not sure if it's in my budget. I definitely wouldn't be able to keep on shopping like the way that I've been doing, but I need to stop buying shit anyway. At any rate, I just saw a video on YouTube about these babies and them like just totally crazy about their uncle. And it just reminded me how I've never had a relationship with my uncles and aunties. Like no type of relationship. They don't like me. They never have. I mean, probably since birth. I remember my first negative interaction with one of my aunties, and I was 11 years old. And I was at her house, and I had on these jeans. I forget the name of these jeans, but I love these jeans. And I wore them all the time. They had like a little arch on the bottom of the I want to say they might have been chick jeans. But they had like a little scallop at the bottom on both sides. Not on both sides, on one side. It was like they kind of went like this on the outside of it, you know. And they were, you know, straight leg. And I was just standing in her living room by the door, basically finna get ready to leave. And mind you, I'm 11. And she looks at me and goes, "You think you cute?" And it wasn't like a nice, "I think you cute," or, you know, joshing type, "I think you cute." She said it with like disdain. And when she said it, I just said back to her, "Nah, Lily, you think I'm cute." You know, and walked out of her house. She put me out her house one time at the same age at midnight because I was in the projects visiting my friends, and I missed the bus to go back home. And so my mama said, because I missed the bus, to ask her could I stay all night with her, and she would pick me up in the morning. And she told me I couldn't stay at her house because she didn't have no food to eat in the morning. And I really didn't understand that, because I was thinking I don't have to eat no food in the morning. My mama come and get me in the morning. And she basically told me to wait on the front and call my mama and tell me to come in. This midnight. And I probably wasn't 11 at this point. I probably was 12. I wasn't quite 13. I know that. And my mama did come down there and get into it with her sister and beat her ass, basically, for putting me out at midnight. But I don't think my mother understood the fact that she literally dictated how all of them treated me. And they all treated me bad. Because I was like, I know I was 14. Because I was on my way to high school. So that means I was 13. Because I was younger than everybody in school. Because August babies get to go to school on time. And most kids don't get to go to school on time. They usually turn 6 before the school year, or, you know, the way that their birthdays is situated, they don't get to go to school until like a year after they turn a certain age. Well, I was going to school on time, but it was a blizzard. And it was a blizzard. It was like, I think it was 1981. and it was a blizzard in St. Louis, and I mean, it was a lot of snow. And me and my girlfriend was trapped basically over her boyfriend's house, which we weren't supposed to be over there. I had been shoveling snow, and I wanted to buy me a pair of Levi's because I made money shoveling snow. It's my little present my job gave me. They didn't have to give me nothing. I just be saying it's my secret birthday party because our company picnic lands around my birthday. This year it was on my birthday. But I'll never forget, me and my friend Joy was walking back from her boyfriend's house because her mother called the boyfriend phone, and we was waiting on a taxi because we had called a taxi to come and pick us up. And the taxi wasn't coming basically because the weather was bad, but we didn't know that. She didn't care because she was with her boyfriend. I was just standing over there, probably sitting. I was fully dressed too, with all my shit on, ready to go, because I didn't want to get in trouble for being gone no way. And then her mama called, and she told me to get on the phone. So you know, we didn't believe it was her mama. And then when I said hello, I was like, yeah, that's your mama. You know, she never did talk to her mama, but we left. And we was walking home. And we was on St. George Rock Road, headed towards Ferguson. And my uncle came down Ferguson as soon as and I mean, the snow was coming down. It was just like, it was really coming down bad. And I saw my uncle. I was so happy to see his van. I was like, man, my uncle can take us home. And I flagged him down. And he pulled over and he let the window down on the passenger side. He was like, what's up? I was like, this me. You know, I'm your niece, you know. And he was like, oh. I was like, would you take us home? You know, and I just want him to take us over my mama's house so she could figure out how she was going to get from there, you know. But I'm just like, can you take me home? And he said, I'm not going that way. And I had $80 in my pocket because I had been shoveling snow. And so I said, I got $80. I'll give you this $80. He said, I'm not going that way. And it's like, watching that video with them kids that just love their uncle. I've never had that type of relationship with, like, nobody. Nobody. But my whole family tried to make it seem like I'm just this crazy person that imagines all these things that happens that really I'm the only one that can feel. I'm really kind of glad this day is over with. The only person that has contacted me all day and said happy birthday to me. Of course, all the people I work with said happy birthday to me. Because I've been trying to get everybody to come to this event using my birthday as an excuse of why they should come. And still, tons of people didn't come. They just don't want to do nothing outside of, you know, working with, which is understandable. They got lives. They got people that they love. They got people to be around, you know. Only reason why I'm so engaged because I don't have anybody. But, you know, whether I'm being engaged or not, I mean, whether I have anybody next year or not, I'm not going to the party no more because all I did was work the whole time. The whole time. From the time I left here. I was working at that picnic. I didn't sit down and eat. I didn't make a plate and sit down and eat, you know. It's not an enjoyable time because I'm trying to make sure everybody else is having a good time and, you know, they got what they need. I just wonder. That's why I don't believe in God, because this ain't something that just happened to me a couple of weeks ago. It's been since birth. And I still don't really have any proof, but my mother told me a story about how my father had an affair with her brother's wife. And I believe that's basically the reason why nobody liked me. Because of what my dad did to my mother. And so I came into two families, not one, that didn't want me. My mother's side didn't want me. And my father's side didn't want me. I don't really understand why my father's side was so against me. But I don't know any of them. I mean, the only person I did know was my grandmother and my grandfather. And my grandfather seemed to really care for me, but my grandmother didn't. She made it painfully obvious that she didn't fuck with me early. I was a little kid when I realized how bad she treated me. That's the reason why I always, when I run into kids that are like me, they are drawn to me, like, very strongly. As if for comfort. And I give it to them because I know the feeling of being mistreated by people who say that they love you. What's even more painful for me sometimes is when I tell the story, any story of my life, the people I've told the story to always compare what they went through to what I went through. And it don't be no comparison. None. They can't even fathom the hurt that I felt in my life from my family. That eventually just weaned over to my friendships and intimate relationships. I was texting with this guy last night on Facebook dating. And this man is, I think, 72 or 73 years old. I don't know him. We was just texting back and forth. And I was trying to just have somebody to talk to. He was making it very, very hard to just text back and forth. Which is what, like, was pushing me to be like, man, just end this shit. Like, ain't you tired? Ain't you tired? And I am. I am tired. And I told him what I was finna get ready to do. And he texted me back and said, well, I hope you don't fuck that up too. Go ahead and do it. And I just was like really blown away that somebody can be that cruel who don't even know you. He don't even know what I look like because I ain't even got no pictures on myself on the Facebook dating no more. I got a foot up there. Somebody, it ain't even my foot. Somebody else's foot. But I told my mama that before too. And she told me you should Google it and find a good way to do it. And I just wonder, is that what I came here to experience? Is that why I wanted to be a human? So I can experience that and feel what that feels like?